All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Monday Motivation. Hope you guys are having a wonderful time out there. Yes, it is Christmas week. Imagine that. So, Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate, and have a wonderful holidays, whatever it is that you celebrate. I hope, we've been talking about strategizing for the holidays and how to make progress over the holidays, right? Well, guess what? We've only got a couple of weeks left to this year. Imagine that, just a couple of weeks left to this year. So this is a time to sprint forward, to end the year strong, not to whimper, not to give in to the temptations, because you can finish the year strong. You can continue to make progress throughout the year. So, we've talked about a lot of things over the past month since we started Thanksgiving. So today I think it's only fitting that we're going to talk about the fact that your biggest obstacle is also your biggest gift. Your biggest obstacle is also your biggest gift. And why is that the case? Because, as I've said so many times, you don't get what you want, you get who you become. You don't get in life what you want, you get who you become. Right? So you can't get the goal you're after and maintain it until you become the person who can maintain the results you get. You can't lose 50 pounds and remain the same person. Impossible. You got to become a different person. You got to become the person who can maintain a 50-pound weight loss, which means you've got to become the person who has the mindset, habits, and behaviors, who has developed the lifestyle around those mindset, habits, and behaviors to be able to maintain that 50-pound weight loss, that 20-pound weight loss, that 100-pound weight loss. That's what we're working on here, guys. We're working on you becoming the person you need to become, and consequently, same for the holidays. Right? Your future self is someone who obviously can navigate these holidays without, slipping and sliding back to the beginning, because they've gotten to their goal. You've gotten to your goal. You're already there. You just have to walk the path to get there now. You just have to practice the habits to get there. It is already done, and that is how you need to look at it. So, the obstacles you're facing now, I tell my new clients that this is the best time of the year to start. Why? Because in a very short period of time, in 1 week over the holidays, you get to practice, and fail, and learn. You get to practice, fail, learn. And you get to do that so many times over the holidays that when January comes, when everybody else is just getting started, guess what? You are well on your way because you've been practicing. You've had some failures, you've embraced those failures, and you've learned the lesson. So consequently, you are much further along. You're further along this week than you were last week because you've been practicing. You've had some failures, you've learned some lessons, and now you're further along. Now, the next things that come up, guess what? You will be better at dealing with them. So this is what we're talking about, right? Your biggest obstacle, like the holidays, it's a big obstacle because you have so many temptations, so many opportunities for deviations, but so many opportunities for growth and learning. So you learn to navigate this time of the year, and the rest of the year will be easy because the same strategies we're practicing here, right? Plan those obstacles, plan those deviation days. Every day that poses a potential for you to deviate from your plan it as a deviation day. A deviation day is just one deviation meal. When you have a deviation day, well, if that's going to be dinner, well, you cut back on the starchy carbs earlier in the day. Go with an egg scramble or egg white scramble with lots of veggies instead of the oatmeal potatoes and all the starchy carbs you normally eat. At lunch, add more of the cruciferous veggies, tons of veggies. Have a big veggie stir fry. Veggies, protein, healthy fats, right? Get rid of the carbs. If you're having a dinner deviation, save that up for dinner, so that you can't deviate and still stay on plan. You see, one deviation day is one deviation meal, and I will repeat it. If you have in a week, if you're eating 3 meals a day, that's 21 meals over the week. Even if you were to have 3 deviation days, remember that's only 3 meals. That's 3 meals versus 18 meals. Do you think those 3 meals will make that much of a difference? As long as you're eating when you're physically hungry, you stop when you've had enough. That's before you're full. You stop. You learn to practice the conscious eating method. Eat when you're physically hungry, stop before you're full. I guarantee you will be moving forward no matter what you eat. No matter what. So you see, you can enjoy the festivities over the holidays and still make progress. This is just review. We've been talking about this for the past month. One deviation day is just one deviation meal. You use this time of the year, the obstacles that show up, as an opportunity for learning and growth, so that your biggest obstacle, like this time of the year, the holidays, all the deviations, all the family events, the travel, well, these are all things that will show up again. You're going to have to deal with these. So guess what? Learn now. Learn how to deal with traveling. Learn how to deal with being around family and going to different parties. I've got clients who have 2-3 parties a day. They strategize and they've been able to win. Why? You figure out, well, if I'm going to go to 3 parties a day, well, you pick one. When are you going to deviate? You can't deviate at all 3. That's called overeating, right? One deviation day is one deviation meal. So if you've got 3 parties, pick one, deviate at that one. Figure out what you're going to do with the other 2. Eat before you show up. Bring something that you can eat. Whatever you need to do, just get it done. We're not into excuses. We're into planning and executing our plan. Why? Because we're into making progress. And that is what we're doing here. So just understand that these big obstacles that you're facing right now, hey, they're there for your growth and learning. They're there to help you become the person you need to become to sustain the results you're looking for. You can't sustain big results by being the same person. You have to develop a lifestyle around the habits that you're practicing, the mindset, habits, and behaviors of your future self. That is how you sustain big results. You learn how to navigate the holidays now, because that's what they're going to be around every year. They're going to be around next year. You have other holidays coming up throughout the year. Learn how to navigate the holidays now. You learn how to deal with them throughout the year. You learn how to deal with parties. You learn how to deal with eating out. You learn how to deal with going out. You learn how to deal with going on vacation. You learn how to deal with company events. You learn how to navigate all of these different scenarios. That's what you're practicing now. So you practice. Fail, learn, get better. That is what it's about. You don't give up. You don't put things off. You don't adopt the mindset of those people who are not going anywhere. Their mindset is, hey, I'll just pick up over the holidays. Or they'll say, I'll pick up when I get back from vacation. Oh, I'll just pick up next week or next month. No, you don't want to pick up. You pick up now. You recommit to your next meal. It doesn't matter how big your blunder, your failure. You recommit to your next meal. Why? Because nothing you've done up until this point is responsible for your future success. You got to remember that. Nothing you've done, no matter how bad you've deviated, no matter how badly you failed, none of that matters. Why? Because none of it is responsible for your future success. Only what you do from this moment forward is responsible for your future success. So you may fail, but guess what? That failure has brought you here. Learn. What lesson did that failure teach you? If you're failing and you're not learning, then there's the problem. When you fail, learn. Well, okay, why did that happen? And how can I do better next time? What's the lesson? I didn't plan. I didn't have what I needed. Learn. Because when you're planning, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So fail and learn, and then move on. Recommit to your next meal. No matter how badly you fail, recommit to your next meal so you keep moving forward. Here's the deal. You may not be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. I keep telling you that. 80% will get you there. 18 meals out of 21, that's 80%. That'll get you there. 3 deviation meals a week. Hey, you're still at your 80%. So remember, guys, your biggest obstacles are also your biggest gifts. Your obstacles are there to teach you to become the person you need to become to maintain big results. And you got this. You've got less than 2 weeks left for the year. You've been making great progress. So keep pushing forward. Keep moving forward. Keep practicing. Because the habits you're practicing now are the same habits you're going to be practicing throughout the year. You're practicing learning how to deal with obstacles, big obstacles. Learning how, and it doesn't matter if you've got 3 parties in one day. Doesn't matter if you've got 3 parties this coming week. It doesn't matter. Learn how to deal with obstacles. They're all just obstacles. Plan them as deviation days. 1 deviation day is just 1 deviation meal. Remember that. You remember that, and you're going to be further along. You're going to end the year strong. You're going to continue to make results, get results through the rest of the year. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the year. I'll talk to you next week. Ciao.